So guys, in today's P2P series, I'll be talking about how this guy lost over 900,000 Nairas on the Bybit P2P. Now, this is a very serious experience, and the reason why I'll be sharing it is so that you can be very careful how you're dealing on the P2P market. Because if you do things the wrong way, you can end up losing all of your money. Okay, and it's going to help you a lot because many people may fall into this experience, and of course you have to learn from this video so you don't repeat what he did that made him lose all his money. Okay, now P2P is a very safe place to buy and sell. Since I've been using it, I've not gotten into any trouble, but then there's some things you can do and you get into serious trouble, and I'll be sharing exactly these guys experience so you can learn from it. So this guy is a very big vendor. He's an e-commerce vendor. He sells online. He sells a lot of electronics online, and he sells them. He's in Nigeria. He's in Nigeria, but he sells them online in Kenya. Okay, so he sells to Kenyan buyers. Okay, so apparently this guy don't have Kenyan account. You don't have a Kenyan account. Okay, but he has a friend in Kenya who has a Kenyan account because that his friend is a Kenyan. So whenever he sells, he uses that his friend's account to collect his profit, his capital, and in fact all his money. Now something interesting happened. Okay, so he has sold goods worth thousands and thousands, in fact running into hundreds of dollars, almost $900,000. Sorry, almost 900,000 naira. Okay, now he has gotten this money into his Kenyan friend account. He wants to cash it out back to naira. Okay, he wants to get it back in naira. He wants to get his money. Remember, his Kenyan friend is helping him hold this money. Okay, now he went to the Bybit P2P, to the Kenyan market, and of course he wanted to buy USDT. Okay, so he went to the USDT area, and what he wanted to do is that he's going to open a buy order that his friend will help him pay so that he will have USDT. So he went to the Kenyan market on the Bybit P2P and clicked on buy. So this merchant asked him to pay. So because he wants to get his money from that his friend in Kenya, he told his Kenyan friend to pay the merchant. He submitted the merchant details to his Kenyan friend. I'm going to explain exactly what I've just said because this line is where many people get it wrong. So what I've just said is that this guy has a friend in Kenya who receives money for him because he doesn't have a Kenyan account. He sells his electronics, his products in Kenya. So when Kenyan buyers are paying, they are paying to his friend's account, not him, because he doesn't have a Kenyan account. All right. So he has sold so many products, and this his friend has collected all the money for him. Okay. Now business is over. It's remaining for his friend to send him the money in naira. The friend cannot send him directly the money in naira, so he has to do it via P2P. So what this guy did was that he went to the Bybit P2P, opened an order for to buy USDT on the Kenyan market, Kenya P2P market. So the merchant sent a Kenyan bank account. He copied the Kenyan account and sent it to his friend. So his friend can pay that guy. The guy will release the USDT to him. I understand that you get it correctly now. So apparently he sent the account number to his friend. His friend paid into that merchant account. When his friend paid into that merchant account, the merchant received the money. Instead of releasing the USDT to him, he claimed he has not received the money. All right. Now, I told you some weeks or some days ago that you can fall into a lot of problems on the P2P because the merchant knows that you cannot defend yourself, and because the merchant knows that you have done something wrong, which is called a third party transaction. A third party transaction simply means instead of you to pay with your account, you are asking somebody to pay for you, or and the person is paying with a different name, different from the Bybit registered name. All right. So apparently this guy claimed that he has not received the money, and he started going back and forth. At some point, he was even begging the guy to please release the money, he's going to share it 50-50, 70-30, or whatever. Okay, and the merchant strongly refused that he did not receive the money. So the merchant even opened an appeal. And when he opened this appeal, Bybit stepped into the case. They started investigating. The guy submitted all the screenshots. He honestly came to Bybit and told Bybit that yes, he asked his friend to pay for him because it's his money. He submitted all the WhatsApp chats, everything, all the chats that has been going through. Now, on the other hand, this guy, which is the merchant, claimed that he did not receive any money. And in fact, the money he received was from a product he sold to a buyer. So apparently, Bybit believed him because the money did not come from his own account. So, do you know that this guy lost all the money after a long period of about 3 days? He ended up losing all the money because Bybit gave him 72 hours to prove that the account belongs to him. Apparently, he cannot prove because he asked somebody else to make a transfer for him so that he can receive his money. The merchant understood that there's a third-party transaction going on, and he took advantage of this guy, and that's how he lost all the money. In fact, it's a very funny story because I believe that many people are falling into this transaction issue. Now, one thing I will actually say is that please and please and please don't ask somebody to pay for you. Make sure that whatever transaction you are doing on Bybit, buying or selling, you are doing it with your own account. When you want to buy USDT, pay with your own name, with your own bank account, with your own name, registered name. Don't use your friend's account to transfer to a merchant. Okay? Don't use your friend account to transfer to a merchant instead of your account. It is called a third-party transfer, and of course, it is not accepted. Bybit considers it that you did not pay. And in fact, the merchant can claim that you did not pay. The merchant can just claim that he sold something to somebody else and he received the money. As long as it doesn't come from you. When you are registering your Bybit account, you are using your name, right? Make sure you are using an account that bears the same name to make payments when you want to buy or sell. This is going to help you stay safe. There are many people who I would have loved to interview or hear their story. They've lost a lot of money, thousands of dollars, USDT, Nairas, and lots of money on the P2P market because of third-party transfer. So what I've just said, please, when you are trying to buy or sell, don't ask somebody to pay for you. Pay with an account that belongs to you. Okay, pay with an account that belongs to you, that's in your name. Else, consider the money lost because if the case gets to P2P, you have a very little chance of coming out with your money. That is, except the merchant just forgives you and all of that. But in some cases, in many cases, it almost would not happen. All right. So guys, I hope you learn from this experience because it's a sad thing that people can lose their hard-earned money to some funny merchants just because they cannot prove that just because they've done third-party transaction. Third-party transaction is a very, very, very bad thing. You can almost lose all your money when you're doing third-party transactions. So guys, I think I've passed my message, and of course, I know you're going to learn from it because on days like this, I share a lot of experiences, how people lose money, of course, so that you can stay careful on the Bybit P2P and have some really cool experience. Also, we are having Bybit P2P merchant class. If you want to join the P2P system, you want to learn how to become a merchant on several exchanges, how to trade, make profits from buying and selling USDT. There's a class we have on it already right now, and a lot of people are becoming merchants, and we are planning to grow that class into lots and lots of merchants here in on our space. Okay, so of course it comes at a fee. You can reach out to me via WhatsApp or via Telegram. The link is going to be in the description. And of course, let me know what you think about this video in the comments. For now, I'll see you on another one, guys. Do have a very wonderful day.